Sagittarius. It is hard to keep a straight face around you guys. Welcome to Born Without Boundaries. My name is Michelle. This is my channel. Please do click subscribe and then ring that bell. Then you'll know when I go live. It's really the only way that you'll be able to pick up on the lives. Sagittarius, this is your week ahead for the week of August 18th through the 24th. You know, Sagittarius, I feel like you've been showing up in a lot of people's dreams. I feel like you've been showing up in a lot of people's desires. What is it about Sagittarius that only seems to really be fulfilled by other Sagittarians? Maybe it's because I don't know, but the strongest relationships I know are between you and other Sagittarians. Maybe between you and Aquarius too, because you have this because the two of you couple very nicely with your broad-minded thought. And your interest in philosophy and the world at large. Though I have to say, you're a little bit more self-serving than Aquarius. They're much more concerned about other people. I know it sounds like I'm insulting you. I'm not insulting you, Sagittarius. I'm telling you, you're running through people's minds this week. You're running like a sexy streaker, just running through their brains. And I feel like it's like Catch Me If You Can with you guys. Like it's the sensation of you're everywhere at once. Maybe you've been traveling a lot, getting ready to prepare a lot, planning a lot. A lot. That's what I hear and feel when I'm thinking about you guys. A lot. There's a lot. And you have been messing with people. Oh my God, you have been messing with people. I don't think maliciously, but I mean, you are having fun. Let's put it this way. You are putting a little bit of Cajun spice in everybody's dish. You are literally in everybody's stir fry. You're putting a little bit of red pepper. That's what I'm talking about. Sagittarius, that is 100% what I was coming through for you right now. Is you are adding that little bit of hot and spicy to everybody's dish. And you know what? The world is a better place for it. The world is a better place for it. So let's see if your life is better for it. All right, that's what we're really here to see. Week ahead, Sagittarius, let's take a look. Let's see if how you are living is actually helping you, because isn't that really, I mean, at the end of the day, ultimately what you want? Now, Sagittarius, there could have been a couple weeks ago or last week where your words and the way that you use them got you into some hot water. You know, you don't always think before you talk or say things. Like you don't always, like the words come out exactly as they are in your head. There is no filter. And you know, to know you is to love you. And also accept that aspect of you. But that's not the same, is it? That's not the same as it working for you. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm trying to do here is like give you some advice as to, oh, I see. Hold on. Okay, good. So what I see here, a rebirth is assured. Ooh. I think for me, I feel like somebody caught you out recently on something, like literally caught you out on something. I don't think it was like illegal or something. I just feel like a lot of people have been trying to call you out on your shit lately. Magic works through you. Learn from the past. Take time out. Okay. So we have some heavy hitters in front of us. Bottom line, power characters. There's a lot of power. There's a lot of momentum here. And I feel like there was a period, maybe last week or a week ago, that people tried to call you out on your it's almost like you were held accountable for something. Okay? Held accountable for whatever. I don't judge you. That's your life. That's whatever you're doing with your life. But somebody held you accountable for something. And you couldn't necessarily, even with your bright, clever, like literally fly by the seat of your pants mind, you really couldn't blame them. So there was a little bit of you that understood that you deserve to be called out on your shit. And you were. And honestly, I feel like this week, you're trying better. You're trying harder. You're maybe, but you know what? The authenticity is not there. Sagittarius, you are you. Don't ever try to be anybody but. Because the truth is, the world knows who you are. The world knows that you are the party. The world knows that you bring the joy. The world knows that you are the funny, you are the spice, you are the kick. But in terms of like, are you reliable? Maybe if you have a moon in another, in another sign. Like, I think everybody who knows you and loves you knows that about you. And I don't think it's possible to really hate Sagittarius for a long period of time. Because you guys don't, as judgmental as your words can be because they don't have a filter, you don't necessarily condemn anybody. So I feel like this week, it's just like, go back to being you. Go back to doing you. I have this strong inclination that somebody from your past is going to try to come out of the woodwork because they have not gotten over you, Sagittarius. And honestly, you haven't thought about this person in a long time. This person has not been on your mind. But to know that you have been on theirs is a little bit concerning for you. Because you don't want that kind of responsibility. You don't want that kind of pressure. You don't want that kind of heaviness in your life right now. Because I feel like this week is a lot. There's a lot that has been shoveled on you. There's a lot that you have to work through. There's a lot you're trying to figure out. And a lot you're trying to redistribute so other people have to work on it and you don't. So this person coming back from the past is not, like, you don't hate on nobody. You really don't. You don't hate on anybody. That's not you. But would I say that you were happy to see this person? No, because you left them in the past and you didn't mind them staying there. But clearly they minded staying there because they got something that they need to talk to you about. They need something that they have something that they need to say to you. Let me warn you right up front, if you're dealing with a Virgo, let them talk. Let them go, because it'll be a lot worse if you don't. Let them say what's on their mind and then let it go. Because the truth is, as soon as they're done, you'll have forgotten what they said anyway. You are not the sign to hold grudges, and you are not the sign to sit there and stew on something. Or even let what other people think of you get you down. So, especially if you're dealing, it could definitely be an earth sign. This person has got a lot on their mind. And they didn't get over something from a long time ago. This to you is ancient history, Sagittarius. Ancient freaking history. But for some reason for them, it's not. And they're coming full force at you. They may try to attack you, not like with physically, but it may come off that way. Could happen on social media, could happen in DMs, it could happen in the workplace, it could happen just accusations flying about your character, and you're you, and you don't want to be anybody else but you. And whatever is in your past, you've already forgotten about. So this person coming back at you, honestly, is an annoyance, but it's like a wave rolling over you. Okay, there's a lot of weight, there's a lot of momentum. And if you get caught in the peak, it could suck you under for a while. Don't. Literally just dive under it. Let it roll over you. Let it play out the way that it has to play out because, Sagittarius, it needs to play out. The one negative impact from this is you may have somebody you're trying to impress now, and that person could witness this or be witness to it somehow. And that will irritate you. That will piss you off. Because you don't like anybody getting in the way of you making progress and moving forward. It's like, don't bog me down with all this past crap. It's not my responsibility. I don't want to think about it. So as long as it can roll over you and not affect what's coming, what's in the pipeline. is fine. But if somebody is coming back at you with stuff that could tag you down and try to hold you down, because that's the thing, you don't want to be held back, you don't want to be held down. And I get that, because it's not in your nature to be so. And the one consequence of this person, depending on how much momentum they come at you with or where they come at you, it could affect the situation that you're trying to set up for yourself in your future. I say situation, I don't say romance. There will be a Vimeo romance reading. If you want me to dive deep, I will do it. I'm doing it over on Vimeo. The link is below. Follow it over there. Because this could very well be you're trying to impress one person and the old person is rolling off at you. And you're just like, no more drama in my life. I really can't have it. You need to settle down with this. Now, you are very diplomatic. You could be very diplomatic, but I don't feel like this is something that if it makes you look bad or gets in the way of an opportunity that you are trying to set up for yourself, it is going to be extremely problematic. It is going to be problematic for you. Not even necessarily for the opportunity, but it's going to be problematic for you. It's going to piss you off. It is. That's why I say, if you're dealing with a Virgo, just let them talk, but lead them to somewhere where you guys can talk privately, because they will fling shit at you and it will sound bad. And if you're trying to move forward with another opportunity or another person, it is not something that you want to engage in. Hopefully this person or this circumstance that's coming up will not go directly to those new people in your life. They will come directly to you. If they come directly to you, if they come direct, it's going to roll over like a wave. If they try to reach out like a riptide and suck you in and involve other people in the same, it could be problematic. Let's put it this way. It will be emotionally problematic at the very least, because it's going to irritate. It's going to piss you off. You are somebody that really, like, open arms. If somebody's being nice to you, if somebody's being kind, if somebody's being friendly, you got an open arm policy. It's not like you hold grudges, right? But if somebody is going to start like screaming at you and yelling at you and flying off the handle and bringing all that negativity into your life, you're done. You're done before it's even begun. You don't want anything to do with it. And there could be a resurgence of the past that's coming back. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. If this happens to you, make sure this person comes direct. Make sure this person comes as direct as possible, which means hopefully only you in the room. You know? If they try to come on your Facebook page, to me, that's public. That's public blasphemy. You're being asked to let it go. This to me is looking more and more like a Virgo, but kind of an earth sign. This could be somebody who's doing shady shit and subverted, trying to like get you from underneath. Yeah. Just to let you know, they could be digging tunnels underneath to try to collapse you. If they come direct, that's the best thing. That's the best thing. But this is somebody that's brokenhearted, that is really disappointed in you. And maybe, I don't know. I was going to say, maybe reach out. If you're already thinking of somebody, maybe reach out to them, like be proactive. But that would really just be postponing the inevitable, because of the fact that this person will expect something more and you don't want something more. So honestly, it's just got to be what it is for right now. Like, this person, it's funny. It's almost like there could be two people here. There could be two different situations here. Somebody that you know you legitimately hurt in the past and have always felt guilty about, and you wish they would reach out to you to talk to you about it. But that's not this person. It's another person that you really didn't care about that much. And you let them go a long time ago. You don't even know why they're still thinking about you. You don't feel, bottom line is you don't feel like dealing with this. Yeah, there's a snake in the grass, man. There is somebody who is bringing up the past wounds and will not let them die. And they're stuck on stupid about it. And it's really like, I can feel your frustration building in right now. It's like they're stuck on stupid. This was the past. Let it go. Let it die. It's over with. Why are we even still talking about it? You're like, why is it still on the internet? Why is the blog still written? Why are you posting on my Facebook page? This is so over. Why is it coming up again? Okay, so how do you know what? Let's calm down. How do you deal with it? How do you deal with it? You deal with it exactly like we just went through. You confront it head on. You do not, but if you have to, have somebody else with a calmer tongue write the response for you, but just say exactly what I've said. Why are we here right now? This is ancient history. We haven't spoken in months, if not years. For your pain and your suffering, I am sorry. I regret that I had any part to play in that. But to bring this up now is not about me. It's about you. And I ask you to let this go because it is what I have done. Say that. Say that. Because this is somebody trying to open up an old wound, or having an old wound having festered and not letting it heal. And they had plenty of time to let it heal. So I'm not sure how emotionally stable this person is or this situation. It could not be a person. This doesn't have to be romance. We will dive deep on Vimeo into romance if you're curious. But this situation could also very well be an old job. You know, it could be an old circumstance, legal proceedings. It could be like institutional, like that. It does not have to be romance. It's just, why is this constantly coming back up? Why is this constantly being put up in my face? I'm tired of it. There's got to be a statute of limitations on all of this shit, because it's crazy that it's coming back a year later, 2 years later, even a couple of months later. Let's move on. The thing is, Sagittarius, not everybody is as good at moving on and living in the future like you are. It's just not everybody's skill set. It's not everybody's talent. Many people, including especially water signs and definitely some earth signs, have a very difficult time letting go of the past. And it's like, it almost is like they are still living it. It is their present. And it's not your fault, you're right. But if this smacks you, like I said, like a wave, let it roll over you. And if you have to, verbatim, take the words off this video and say exactly what I just said. Overall, this is the biggest challenge you will face this week. Your life, like I said, there's a lot happening. There's actually a lot that you kind of tried to bury that is going to come up this week. But that's like in terms of admin stuff that you really didn't, the particulars you really didn't want to deal with. It's going to come up and bite you in the butt this week. It is. It's like you've ignored the small stuff for too long, and now you just got to focus. You just got to focus and let yourself clean out the house or refile the paperwork. You've got to get it done. You do. And once you go in and you start focusing on cleaning everything out, you're very, very good at it, and you'll be very, very efficient. It just might not happen again until next year. But this is definitely that time. As we approach, you know, Jupiter's back in its home. It's back with you. So whatever is happening to you right now, it is for your betterment. It is for your long-term good. Yeah, there is somebody that you were like magic to. You just gave them such a good time, they cannot forget you. And they're angry about it. They're angry about not being able to forget you. They're angry that in some ways they already know that you've forgotten them. Like they didn't mean as much as you meant. Like it is, yeah. And this person could, unfortunately, try some sneaky ass maneuvers on you because they're just kind of obsessed. Why are you so obsessed with me? That's what I'm going to name this video. Sagittarius. I'm going to name this, why are you so obsessed with me? It's like, this is ancient history. Like, well, I don't even know what you're doing. Let's go over to Vimeo. Let's go over to Vimeo. See a little bit more about this person. Let's see if we can get the details on this person and also delve into potential romance that's popping up this week. Like I said, this could be your romantic situation because there could be a new person that might get, that you're trying to, make some moves on, that would get negatively impacted by the ruckus this old situation brings up. So let's see the details over on Vimeo. Let's see the romance over on Vimeo. If you don't want to follow me over on Vimeo, don't. That's fine. I would definitely go back to the part in this video where I actually say the words that you might need to use this week. It might become very helpful for you. Let me actually try to timestamp that. I don't know where it is, but I'll try to find the timestamp for you guys. All right, Sagittarius, I will see you guys either over on Vimeo right now or whenever you get to it, or I will see you guys later next week. Thank you, guys. See you.